I really just don't even think you're here right now. You know, a lot of people want to know what the point of witchcraft is, want to know what the point of casting spells and magic and all of that. And the point is always presence, okay? The point of these rituals and of these elaborate spells with all these ingredients and all of these deities and all of these spirits, you have to understand that the point was always presence. The point was always experiencing the magic of being right here, right now. And honestly, with the rise of social media, especially with TikTok and fast-paced content and easily digestible, entertaining media, we have all lost touch with our presence. We have all lost touch with what it truly means to be right here, right now. And when you are practicing witchcraft and when you are practicing magic, even when you are in your own space alone, I know for me in my practice, when I was present within my rituals, it wasn't true presence because I was worried about, are my gods and goddesses and dragons mad at me? I was worried about, am I doing this right? I was worried about, am I going to hell for this? I was worried about, I look goofy, but I'm just being really truly honest about how I felt when I was first starting to practice magic, right? Like I felt like I was lame and I felt like I was a freak, literally. And I felt like I was so silly and just wrong for what I was doing because that is what the world had shaped my idea to be. That is what the world had shaped my expectations of what witchcraft was supposed to be. No, witchcraft was never supposed to be the way that Hollywood portrays it. It's not about having some magical grimoire, waving your wand, and getting anything you desire. It was always about discipline, and it was always about presence, and it was always about personal power and sovereignty. And ultimately, it's about honoring the natural cycles of the earth and of nature and of the world in which we live. It's not just about earth too, right? It's about the natural cycles of the moon. It's about the natural cycles of the sun. It's about the natural cycles of just existence, period, point blank, period. And when you're practicing your witchcraft, and especially within your rituals and within your spells and even within like your meditations and things like this, do you really feel like you're being present enough? Do you really feel like you are in that moment fully anchored into right here and right now? Or are you also worried about, am I performing this ritual right? Are you worried about how you look? Are you worried about how the gods are going to judge you? Are you worried about if the dragons approve? Are you worried about, oh, am I doing it like the way I'm supposed to? Am I being offensive? Am I being this way or that way? Like, we're so afraid to make mistakes, my love. Like, please, why are you so afraid to make a mistake or do your witchcraft wrong that you're not even starting your practice? The whole entire point of being a witch is understanding that you're gonna get it wrong sometimes. The point of being a witch is understanding that it is unknown. There's a lot of unseen work that goes into it, and it's because what looks like is unseen or hidden or occult or whatever is ultimately written on your heart. It's written upon the very fabric of your soul. And the only way you gain access to this knowledge, this wisdom about who you are and what your craft looks like is by showing up religiously, is by showing up consistently and in faith that you're doing the right thing, and with love and trust in your heart, and perfect love and perfect trust, my darlings. Like, it's all about being able and allowing yourself to take a step out of your comfort zone, to defy the odds, to defy what you think is real and what you think is fake, and see what happens anyway. You have to understand that the nature of ritual in and of itself isn't inherently one way or the other. It's just inherently human. And people forget that, when we use the term like ritual, or we use the term like spell casting, or we use the term like witchcraft, what we're really truly referring to is a act that a person takes in order to be themselves. It's an act a person takes in order to feel empowered. It is an act that someone takes in order to take control of their lives, which is a beautiful and righteous act, because so many of us feel lost. So many of us feel powerless, and so many of us feel like we are unable to be who we are and believe in what our heart truly desires. And witchcraft and magic and spell casting and ritual and all of this, all of it is a natural part of the human experience. And I don't care how many times people want to tell you this is evil, or how many times people want to say this is wrong, this is like against God, this is this is that. You know what I mean? Is if anyone is trying to tell you the story of something and they're doing it with a layer of malice, with a layer of fear, with a layer of hate, question why are they so upset? Why are you so bothered by the existence of witches, my dear brothers and sisters and friends? Why? My dear brothers and sisters and friends, why do you feel so oppressed by your own judgment, by your own insecurities, by, you know, what you perceive is the right way to do something, that you completely rob yourself of the opportunity of learning through your own mistakes? Like, please, your mistakes are critical in your journey. For me and my craft, I would not be standing here today as Azura DragonFaether, the Draconic Priestess, if and only if I did not allow myself to make mistakes, if I did not allow myself to be wrong sometimes, if I did not allow myself to mess up so badly that I almost burned down my house because I did not know what I was doing. Okay, I'm not saying go burn your house, that's stuck for a law. I'm not saying that. Okay, what I'm saying is you have to put that fear of making mistakes aside. You have to put that fear of the unknown aside. You have to put away your fear of doing something wrong the first time while you're trying to learn aside, because that's exactly what this is. A learning journey. And you cannot learn, and you cannot grow, and you cannot be present if you do not allow yourself to make mistakes. You are a human being. Do you know what that means? Being a human being is the literal, actual fact that you are imperfect. You are not perfect. You will never be perfect. And the more you try and chase perfectionism, the more you will suffer, the more you will judge yourself, the more insecure you will become. You have to allow yourself to be human. You are no God. You are no, angel. Like, you are no perfect being. No, you never will be. And that is the beauty of the human experience. And when we take our views and our biases and our previous programmings out of the equation, and we just start to observe this world and how different it is and how things are just so unique in their own ways, that is when you start to experience like real magic. Okay, like you start to witness magic in things that are literally so mundane and seemingly meaningless. No, like the point of this life is to explore. The point of this life is to enjoy yourself. The point of this life is to express yourself. Are you failing those three things? Are you exploring? Are you expressing? Like, are you literally engaging with yourself in such a way that it enables you to have self-discovery? Because if the answer is no, my love, start there, And when people are like, Azura, how do I become a witch? Azura, I don't know where I'm going. Azura, I'm so new. Azura this, Azura that, blah, blah, blah. Like, you can read a book, and if you're unsure about how to move forward after you read a book, eventually you're just gonna have to try. You can't have a practice unless you try. Do you understand? Like, you can't practice witchcraft without practicing witchcraft. I know. Wow, what a concept. But it's true, and that's the same thing for anything, right? Like, you can't practice Islam without practicing Islam. Do you know where I'm coming from? Like, you can't practice medicine without learning how to practice medicine. You know what I mean? Like, eventually you just have to start and try. Okay, and that is all this video today is here to remind you, is that in your witchcraft, if you are afraid to start small. Okay, if you are afraid to start with where your ancestors come from. Learn about those practices. If you're unsure of how to start, if you are truly afraid, you got to start journaling and ask yourself why. Like, Why are you attracted to witchcraft in the first place? Are you looking to be empowered? Are you looking to take control back of your life? Are you looking to connect with nature? Are you looking to connect with yourself, your higher self? What is it? It could be anything, right? There's no right or wrong answers here. Some of them might be wrong answers if you're trying to hurt people, but that I digress, okay? Like, ultimately, all I'm trying to say is, like, it's always been about a self-discovery journey. It's always been about seeing how you engage with the world and how you connect with the world around you. But the pinnacle of your witchcraft, the pinnacle of magic, the pinnacle of spellcasting, of ritual, of all of this is presence and being right here, right now, embraced by the beautiful world that we live in. It's about the presence, feeling the breeze on your face. It's about the presence of feeling the warmth of your candles while you are chanting. It's about feeling the breath fill your lungs. It's about feeling the nature of the energy around you shift as you do. This is the power of magic. This is the point of witchcraft. It is about creating something that is so uniquely yours, so enchanting, so magical, so high energy that it cannot be replicated because it comes from your heart, your soul, and your expression. That's it. And if you're new here, assalamu alaikum, merry meet, and welcome back to your daily dose of DragonFaether. Today is just a really quick message that I wanted to give you guys about what witchcraft really truly is meant for and why we practice witchcraft in the modern day era, if you will. It might not look as it did, many years ago because of, well, there's a lot of destruction that happened with our natural indigenous beliefs. But ultimately, here we are. We have survived. We are the children of the witches you didn't burn, or I should say the women and the men who spoke out against the status quo, okay? We are the children of those people. And sometimes we are the children of the oppressors. Hey, hi, hello. I come from a colonizer family on my dad's side. And this is something that has given me many conflicts about. Because I'm also Irish and Welsh, and the Irish-English conflict exists very much within my heart and soul. While I do my ancestry work, and while I do keep looking into my past and trying to reconnect and really rediscover where I come from and who I am. And that is a lot of people's path with witchcraft too. It's about remembering who they are. It's about remembering their spiritual sovereignty that was taken away from their ancestors. And it is a beautiful reconstructionalist, revolutionary act. It is a rebellious act, okay? Please don't forget to join the Hatchling Clan Discord server if you want to learn more about witchcraft. We have a free class over there for beginner witches if you are curious. The first link in the description down below. But thank you for spending so much of your day with me. Thank you so much for spending some of your time with me today. Because I could just be a girl talking to herself in her backyard if it wasn't for all of your guys' love and support. So thank you guys so much for just choosing to tune in with me and clicking on my videos and leaving me comments and all of that. Like, you guys make my day. This is my favorite part about my life. So thank you guys so much for tuning in with me. And I hope you are having an amazing, brilliant, wonderful, magical day. But until next time, stay cheeky, Africa, little hatchlings. But until next time, Kadafis. Blessed be. Amen.